Executive member of the People's National Congress Reform PNCR Ganesh Mahipaul last week urged the government to create a seat at the table of the National Procurement and Tender Board Administration, known as Nptab, for the opposition.
Jagdeo don't like transparency. Our call for a seat at Nptab and the regional tender boards is not one where we want to be disruptive, and it will be foolish for us as an opposition to believe we can go on Nptab and have a greater number than the government side.
Mahipaul, who is the opposition shadow minister of local government and regional development, said with the party having a seat on Nptab, corrupt practices will reduce and transparency in the procurement process will prevail.
The opposition ought to be there to ensure, guarantee, and assure the nation that it's done in a transparent manner, it's done with accountability, and it's scrutinized properly.
Mahipaul reflected that when the APNU AFC government was in opposition, representatives were on the regional tender boards.
There was always opposition and government representation on the regional procurement and tender administration boards across this country.
Once re-elected to government in 2025, the composition of Nptab will resort to one of transparency and accountability, the APNU AFC member articulated. Mahipaul remarked that the government does not want to include the opposition in Nptab because it fears that the party would unearth the corrupt practices in the procurement system.
You want us to not have greater sight and to expose what I always term public thievery at its best under the People's Progressive Party.
Meanwhile, PPC's frontman Bharrat Jagdeo last Thursday scoffed at Mahipaul's suggestion for additional layers of protection to boost the integrity of the procurement system.
And you're telling me I would listen to a Mahipaul talking nonsense? We are inclusive. We want to work with the opposition in the future if they change their culture. But this blocking things every day where they bring benefit for people will not fly with us.
Antonio reporting for the HEP Nightly News.